When was the last time you had a really effective meeting? If you're like most business leaders, I'm guessing it's probably been a while. Usually they're painfully unorganized, the right decision makers aren't in the room, and there are no clear action steps at the end. Basically, they're a waste of your time. At EOS, we teach our clients how to hold world-class meetings, something we call a level 10 meeting. We call it a level 10 because after each meeting, we ask the leadership team to rate the effectiveness of the meeting between 1 and 10. That typical meeting you suffer through averages a rating of about 4. But we'll show you how to raise all your meetings to a rating of 10. Level 10 meetings are so effective because they're a time management tool. They make the most of you and your leadership team coming together for 90 precious minutes each week. Level 10 meetings will help you save 2 to 3 times that amount each week because the time you invest in the level 10 meeting will help you avoid business train wrecks and miscommunication. It also helps solve avoidance issues by holding others accountable more effectively. A great meeting pulse has 5 points. It needs to be on the same day, at the same time, and use the same agenda. It has to start on time and end on time. Now I'll show you the psychology, the philosophy, and the flow of a perfect level 10 meeting. So here's the level 10 meeting. First, the meeting starts on time. Coach Vince Lombardi used to say that early is on time and on time is late. So if your meeting is Monday at 9 a.m., you and your leadership team are there at 8:55, small talking and getting ready to roll. Whoever runs the meeting at 9 on the button says, "Okay, everyone, good news." And you start your meeting off with good news, which is the segue. It helps a leadership team transition from working in the business all week to working on the business. Sharing both personal and professional good news also brings a human element to the meeting. Sharing good news only takes about 5 minutes and is pretty rapid fire around the room, but the psychology behind it is huge and extraordinarily valuable. Then you go into reporting mode. The next 3 agenda items are all about reporting. And so the psychology here is you're now going into the mode where you make sure everything important in your business is on track. You're making sure that your numbers are on track, that your priorities are on track, and all your people are happy. Here's what I mean. First, you'll review your scorecard to make sure that all your scorecard numbers are on track. This should just take 5 quick minutes. No explaining, just reviewing, on track or off track. Then you're going to do a rock review to make sure that your rocks that you set are on track for the quarter. These are your priorities. These should take just 5 quick minutes. And then you'll share any customer or employee headlines. You're sharing good and bad news about customers and employees. They should be 1-sentence headlines, not big long stories. This way you quickly know what's going on with your people. And remember, we're in reporting mode. Any number that's off track, any rock that is off track, or any customer employee headline that requires discussion or is an issue that needs to be solved, you simply drop them down to your IDS list. During this reporting mode, the idea is not to have any discussion. You're not solving anything. You're just reporting for 15 quick minutes and building the issues list, which I'll come back to in just a moment. Once you're done reporting and you've extracted all the relevant issues, we bring a little accountability into your life with a to-do list. This is very important to know. The to-do list is baked right into the level 10 agenda. The level 10 meeting agenda is one document that you manage as a leadership team. It is a dynamic document where to-dos are going on and coming off every single week. And your issues are going on and coming off every week. So again, this is a very dynamic document. With that said, you spend just 5 quick minutes reviewing all last week's to-dos to make sure that they are getting done. As a rule of thumb, 90% of your to-dos should drop off every single week. If they're not, there's a problem somewhere. Typically, it's an accountability problem, but nonetheless, everything you committed to last week, 90% should be done from there. After 5 quick minutes, we go to the portion of the level 10 meeting called IDS. IDS is the issues solving track that we teach every single client. IDS stands for identify, discuss, and solve. You populate your issues list for the week, and then you prioritize number 1, 2, 3. What are the most important issues? You're going to tackle them in order of priority. Never start at the top and work your way down. Never vote on them. Always focus on the most important issue you need to take on. Once you've prioritized, you start with number 1. First, you identify what is the real issue here. Before you start solving anything, this is vital. You have to all agree, here's the real issue. And sometimes you have to dig down to the root cause of that issue to get to it. Once you've identified the real issue, you then move to discuss. And that's where you and your team open and honestly discuss that issue. You cover every option, every solution, and every idea. Then we push to solve. The only reason you're talking in this portion is to solve issues. And so after you IDS the first issue and it's solved, that issue comes off your list. The issues list is a dynamic document and a dynamic list. Typically, as part of solving the issue, you need to create a to-do or two that you need to get done in the next 7 days. To-dos are 7-day action items. So those to-dos for that issue need to get done in the next 7 days. And then go to number 2 issue on your list, and we IDS it. When that issue is solved and any to-dos are captured, we go to issue number 3, to IDS. And so on for the full 60 minutes allotted in the level 10 meeting agenda to IDS. Here's the thing. Some weeks you only get through 1 issue. Other weeks you'll get through 10, you never know. But as long as you're taking them in order of priority, you're doing the right thing. Once there are 5 minutes left in the meeting, you conclude. That means wherever you are in IDSing, you just conclude. You just start to conclude. 5 minutes left. You do 3 quick things. You recap the to-do list, make sure everybody has their marching orders. You discuss if there are any cascading messages that need to be cascaded out to the rest of the organization. And you quickly rate your meeting on a scale of 1 to 10 on how you did today, with 10 being the best. Rating the meeting will help you and your team start to self-correct. You should be getting a minimum rating of 8. 8 is the minimum standard. And so if someone rates the meeting below an 8, you have to simply ask why and start to self-correct. Then at 10:30 on the button, the meeting ends on time, every time. This way your meetings aren't collapsing on top of other meetings in the organization, and you can get back to the real world. So that's it. That's how to have a world-class level 10 90-minute weekly meeting with your leadership team. You can download the level 10 agenda and many other free EOS tools at eosworldwide.com.